The confession was short, sharp, and devastating. Caitríona Balfe, the Irish actress whose partnership with Sam Heughan has long been the beating heart of Outlander, stunned fans and Hollywood insiders alike when she declared, "I won't attend Sam's wedding." The line, delivered with calm finality, felt like a bomb dropped into an already frenzied storm. Just days earlier, Sam had sent the world into chaos with his unexpected wedding revelation. Fans were still reeling, trying to decipher clues about the mysterious bride, when Caitríona added fuel to the fire with a statement that seemed almost unthinkable. For nearly a decade, her name had been inseparably tied to Sam's, on-screen as Claire Fraser, off-screen as his closest confidant. The idea that she would not stand beside him on one of the most important days of his life was shocking in the extreme. To understand the weight of her words, one must remember the mythology that has grown around Sam and Caitríona. Their chemistry on Outlander has been hailed as one of the greatest in television history. Fans believed their friendship was more than professional, it was sacred. Even as Caitríona married outside of the Hollywood spotlight, and even as Sam carefully guarded his private life, the illusion of an unshakable bond remained. Together, they seemed untouchable. Caitríona's bombshell confession shattered that illusion in an instant. The context made it even more dramatic. Caitríona didn't blurt it out in anger, nor did she drop it casually in passing. Her tone was measured, her delivery deliberate. Witnesses at the event described the air growing heavy as her words landed. Some said she looked weary, others thought she seemed defiant. But the message was clear. She was drawing a line, publicly and without hesitation. The reaction was immediate and explosive. Entertainment outlets seized on the quote, splashing headlines across their front pages. Caitríona snubs Sam's wedding. Balfe drops bombshell on Heughan. Outlander duo rift confirmed. Overnight, speculation turned into frenzy. Had their friendship fractured beyond repair? Was there a hidden falling out the public had never known about? Or was Caitríona's refusal a deeper statement about loyalty, privacy, or betrayal? Fans reacted with raw emotion. For many, Caitríona's words felt like a betrayal of the bond they had cherished. "How could she not be there?" one fan posted on Twitter. "They've been through everything together. This hurts." Others leapt to her defense, arguing that Caitríona had every right to draw boundaries, that her choice might reflect private realities fans could never fully understand. Hashtags erupted. #Team Caitríona, #support Sam, #Outlander drama. Each one fueling heated arguments across social media. The ambiguity of her statement only made things worse. Caitríona hadn't explained her reasoning. She hadn't offered context or softened the blow. By leaving her words bare, she allowed the world to fill in the blanks with its own fears, fantasies, and suspicions. Was she hurt by Sam's secrecy? Was she signaling disapproval of the mysterious bride? Or was this a sign of something darker, a final fracture in a friendship once believed to be unbreakable? The media fanned the flames further by digging into their shared history. Clips of Sam and Caitríona laughing together on set were replayed, now framed as ironic in light of the bombshell. Old interviews where they praised one another were republished, with headlines asking, "What changed?" The bond that had once been celebrated as golden was now dissected as broken. Insiders whispered conflicting accounts. Some suggested Caitríona had been blindsided by Sam's wedding news, learning of it at the same time as the public. Others claimed she had known all along but resented the way he had revealed it, suddenly, without her knowledge or input. Still others speculated the decision not to attend was personal, unrelated to their bond, but instead tied to her own marriage or professional obligations. In the absence of clarity, every theory sounded plausible, and every theory was sensational. What made Caitríona's confession so powerful was its finality. The phrasing, "I won't attend," left no room for ambiguity. It wasn't, "I might not," or "I'm not sure." It was absolute, and absolutes are rare in Hollywood, where most celebrities dance around controversy with carefully crafted vagueness. Caitríona's bluntness cut through the noise, but in doing so, she created a storm even she couldn't control. As the dust from her words settled, one truth became clear. The bombshell wasn't just about attendance at a wedding. It was about the image of a partnership millions had cherished. By refusing to stand at Sam's side, Caitríona had transformed a love story that once symbolized unity into a question mark that loomed over both their careers. The world had wanted a fairy tale. What it got instead was a fracture, and a single line from Caitríona Balfe was enough to shake that fairy tale to its core. The fallout from Caitríona Balfe's bombshell was immediate, relentless, and brutal. Her declaration, "I won't attend Sam's wedding," didn't just make headlines. It shook the very foundation of the mythos that had built up around her and Sam Heughan for nearly a decade. Fans weren't just reacting to a statement. They were mourning the collapse of a fantasy they had invested their hearts in. For Sam, the reaction was impossible to ignore. His wedding bombshell had already set the world ablaze, but Caitríona's refusal poured gasoline on the fire. Overnight, the focus shifted from who is the bride to what happened between Sam and Caitríona. Did his closest friend, his partner in screen, truly intend to snub one of the biggest moments of his life? Publicly, Sam remained composed. At appearances, he smiled politely, brushed off questions, and steered conversations back to his projects. But insiders whispered about tension bubbling beneath the surface. Some claimed he felt blindsided, that Caitríona's words had cut deeper than fans realized. Others suggested he was simply frustrated, aware that her refusal had turned his happy announcement into a circus of speculation. Whatever the truth, Sam's silence only made the frenzy worse. Meanwhile, Caitríona's every move was placed under a microscope. Paparazzi stalked her at airports, restaurants, and premieres, hoping to capture signs of regret or defiance. Was she wearing a knowing smirk? Did her eyes look weary? A photo of her walking briskly, sunglasses covering her face, was splashed across tabloids with the headline, "Unbothered or heartbroken." The narrative became less about Sam's upcoming wedding and more about Caitríona's supposed emotions. Fans grew increasingly divided. One camp rallied behind Caitríona, praising her for asserting her independence and refusing to play into expectations. They argued that she owed no one attendance at Sam's wedding, not even him. Another camp accused her of betrayal, calling her decision petty, disrespectful, and a rejection of the very bond that had made Outlander iconic. Online forums, once filled with love for their on-screen partnership, descended into bitter arguments. The entertainment press thrived on the chaos. Columnists wrote long think pieces about the fragility of celebrity friendships. Talk shows debated whether Caitríona's refusal signaled deeper rifts. Headlines grew more sensational by the day. Balfe breaks bond with Heughan, from soulmates to strangers? Hollywood, ever hungry for drama, feasted on the spectacle. Behind the scenes, producers of Outlander reportedly grew uneasy. The show's success had always been intertwined with the public's belief in Sam and Caitríona's unshakable bond. If fans no longer saw unity, could they still believe in Jamie and Claire's love story? Rumors swirled that PR teams pushed for damage control, perhaps a staged joint appearance, or a carefully worded statement assuring fans that all was well. But so far, neither star seemed willing to bend. Then came Caitríona's follow-up remarks, which only added fuel to the fire. In a magazine interview, she was asked about her bombshell. With a measured tone, she replied, "There are moments in life when you have to choose what feels right for you, not what others expect of you. I made my choice, and I stand by it." To her supporters, this was empowering, a declaration of self-respect. To her critics, it was proof of stubbornness, a refusal to honor a friendship that had given her so much. The ripple effect was staggering. Blogs speculated about secret feuds. Anonymous insiders whispered about disagreements over fame, privacy, and the pressures of fandom. Every theory, no matter how far-fetched, found an audience eager to believe it. And through it all, Sam and Caitríona remained locked in a strange silence. Two figures caught in a storm of their own making, unwilling or unable to clarify the truth. What stung fans the most was the sense of finality. Caitríona's refusal didn't sound like a temporary spat. It sounded like a fracture, a line drawn in stone. For those who had worshipped their friendship, it was almost like watching a breakup. Tears were shed, hashtags mourned the end of an era, and fans confessed to feeling betrayed by the very people they had adored. And yet, amid the heartbreak, the intrigue only deepened. Why had Caitríona chosen those words? Was her absence at the wedding truly about boundaries, or was it about something darker? A betrayal, a secret, a wound no one had seen? Until answers came, the world would keep guessing, keep dissecting, keep watching. In Hollywood, nothing is more powerful than mystery. And Caitríona Balfe's stunning refusal ensured that Sam Heughan's wedding was no longer just a celebration. It was a global scandal, a story of friendship fractured, and a bombshell that left fans stunned, divided, and desperate for the truth.